you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once. I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Am I just... I went to a shrink to analyze my dreams. She says it's like a that's bringing me down. I went to a... He said my life's a bore. So quit my white cause it's bringing her down. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Grasping to control, so I better hold on. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Am I just...
Being on some chill, we go 0 to 100 real quick. They be on that rap to pay the bills, and I don't feel it, not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your worth. My actions being louder than my words. How you sold, but still sold down to earth. Wanna do it, we could do it on the turf. Oh Lord, I'm the rookie and the vet. Shout out to the I ain't holding down the set. All up in my phone looking at pictures from the other night. She gon' be upset if she keep scrolling to the left, dog. She gon' see some that she don't wanna see. She ain't ready for it. If I ain't the greatest, then I'm headed for it. Yeah, that mean I'm way up. Yeah, the 6 ain't friendly, but that's where I lay up. Lay up. I been Steph Curry with the shot. Been cooking with the sauce. Chef Curry with the boy. 360 with the wrist, boy. Hey, who the is, boy? OVO, man, we really with boy. Yeah, really with the. I should probably sign a hit, boy, cause I got all the hits, boy. All that Drake, you gotta chill. I be on my little mouse drill. All that rap to pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills. All up on TV, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I needed something quicker. So now I'm all in Nico basement, working on the phones. Either that or try the money mark to make the pickups. Man, it's 2008, I'm trying to paint the picture. Comeback season in the works and now I'm thinking bigger. I got in the studio every night, late night. Gotta watch it, don't wanna make them sicker. That's my oh Lord, got a whole lot to show for it. I mean, we could really get it, we could go for it. I'm just here for the Bucks and the Billies. Don't make me one of the ghosts for it. I run it, they like go for us. Run for us, run for us, go for us. Yeah, I mean you already wrote for us. Damn, What's one more quote for us? Oh Lord, who else sounding like this? They ain't made me what I am, they just found me like this. I was ready. I've been ready since my dad used to tell me he would come into the house to get me. He ain't show. Valuable lesson, man, I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that real. 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Real quick. 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that real. 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that real. Yeah. The other night, lavishly told me that I'm all these people listen to. She said they love me unconditional. Imagine how I feel to watch another at the top. You know that if you wasn't you, you would be dissing you, dog. Damn. Okay, from that perspective, I see what you talking about. No way to soften that. Cause me, I was trying to find out where I lost them at, but maybe I ain't lose them at all. Maybe I keep moving forward and they're just stagnant, they ain't moving at all. But when they need their favor, who do they call? Maybe I'm searching for the problems, asking what was said and who was involved. Too focused on people's feedback and proving them wrong. They say the shoe can always fit no matter who for this song. These days feel like I'm squeezing in them. Whoever won before just wasn't thinking big enough, I'm about to leave them with them. Cause if I run the game in these, man, the seams are splitting. No pun intended, but they smelling defeat in the air. Headed where nobody took it, who meeted me there? They tell him that he talking crazy, but he doesn't care. Being humble don't work as well as being aware. Listen up, boy, you better off eavesdropping. We already got spring 2015 popping. P&D dropping, reps of P dropping, Magic Jordan dropping, Obi dropping, not to mention me dropping. Feel like we paid the refs off, man, we fixed the game. Me and Noel been at it before Twitter names. Yeah, been on the move like the lease is up. And I can't even name one person that's keeping up. Damn, how it was in the past tense. Ask yourself, how do we match up now? Cause I'm only 27 and I'm only getting better. If I haven't passed you yet, watch me catch up now, for real.
I give it all away. You're like my reason for life.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL International Series brings us for the first time to the lively capital city of Dublin, Ireland. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the New York Giants and our home team. We've got a good one. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. A safe kick taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down to just 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Gun, they'll throw to get things going. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
That's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Here's a first carry for their running back, and he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
We don't give these big guys enough credit, Mike, just how fast these defensive tackles really are. Here he uses his speed to break through, take the back down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Whoa. And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3.
Really nice job getting this ball out to the edge. And then once he's able to get clear of the D-line, get vertical and accelerate down the sideline. That's a great run. He's forced out of bounds, but not before setting up 1st and goal.
Now they'll set up to throw. First down throw there is incomplete.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike. Sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
We'll go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's 1st possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
The extra point is up and through. And the Giants will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. At their own 27-yard line. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
At the 29-yard line, 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. shows you the elusiveness getting out of one tackle, but not the other. Fortunate, really, to get back to the line of scrimmage on that play.
Clearly the plan on offense was to establish the run a little bit on this drive, Mike, but the defense is having none of it. First and second down stop, no gain. Now it brings up a 3rd and long. We'll see if they try something else.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's got the hook up there to Waddle. 11 yards on the connection there, and that will be a 1st down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll run with the 2nd-round pick in the April draft. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a 1st down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
They'll stay on the ground. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now a give on the ground. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Back to throw. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Taken back to the other side of midfield.
The tackle made back at his
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So, 4th down, and out comes the field goal unit. This is stretching it. It'll be a 68-yard attempt. And this is good! Do you believe it? From just under 70 yards.
Wow, what a big kick there. I mean, just looking down, anytime the kicker is lined up on the other side of the 50, you think, there's no way this ball's going to get there, Mike. But listen, he's got a big leg. This one, he strikes absolutely perfect. That was good off the foot.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. Get across the 20. We mark him at the 22-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. Wow, it wasn't for lack of effort. He tried every which way to elude the defense, but he was outnumbered. They finally got him down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of yards.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
That is caught. It's Robinson. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one.
what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. They get 12 yards on that pass. First down, Giants.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 17 yards on that play. That's good for a Giants first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield. And there does come some danger when you throw back across.
In trouble, and down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
He'll drop to throw. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separating the man from the ball. And it'll bring up third down.
For whatever reason, when the ball was in the air, Mike, it seemed to me like he was almost having a little trouble tracking it. I'm not sure if that's what allowed the defender to catch back up, but ultimately it was the contact at the catch point that causes the incomplete, and now it's going to bring up third and real long.
Third and long. He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Javon Bullard. They're going to have it at their own 20-yard line.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And they slapped him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Giants leading this one early. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And he's going to complete this to Waddle, working across the field. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on third down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and
All things
10.
considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On second down, they run the counter. This defense all over this one. They get it down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
A 2-yard loss.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That pass play good for 22. That's enough for a first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert it.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 8. They'll stick with him again. Look at him stay on his feet as he's able to shimmy his way for a gain of about 5.
26. That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Hurry up and get your muscle up. We got the plyometric. Ran up by the Lux and that's up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet. We could diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walking New Orleans with the etiquette of LA yelling.
Looking to convert for the 3rd time on this drive. They'll need another here. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run here with Barkley. First down and more inside the 15. And he won't quite get to the end zone, but they're going to be set up at the 2-yard line. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's 1st and goal. They keep finding ways to keep this drive alive, and they're set up now for 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. Now a give, but here comes a reverse. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
They decide to get cute down here near the goal line, Mike, and they find themselves going backwards. That's going to make this next play call a little trickier after they lose yards on the previous down.
So bring yourself over here, go. And let me see you get low. If you want this dude, now take it to the floor. If you want
Last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark, you need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals, but in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's got his man. That's Neighbors. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play calling. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Now the run on first down. And he managed to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple, and it's second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
I'll run with Harvey. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. A pickup there of 13. First down, Giants.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It's a pretty simple read. It's man coverage. They run a little interference on the inside, and that makes it hard for the defender to stick with their man, and it leads to an easy pitch and catch.
Second and inches. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
6 yards.
And we've seen this time and time again. When this guy is in a groove like he is here, I mean, he's impossible to block. I mean, the offensive line, they've got to come up with a better plan to slow him down, or he's going to completely wreck this game.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. Quick throw, taken in. Trying to get to the marker, but he's not going to get there. About a yard short. Now, what do you do on 4th and 1?
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Throwing now from the gun. That pass pinballing around, and it ends up in the hands of the receiver. Wow. 24-yard pickup as they convert on 4th down. So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. A dive, and he's in! Touchdown, Giants. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 27-yard line.
three tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Trying to start on the ground. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Second and 10. Quick throw here is complete. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
Number 85. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2.
At the 36-yard line.
On 4th down, Daniel Whelan is on to punt. Oh, the coverage was great. They gave him no room to operate and made him pay for catching the ball.
14-yard line.
Neighbors in motion. Now, faking the give. He'll go left side here and complete this one.
Complete to number 88. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 16-yard line.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. Well, it's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Back to the air one more time. Open man is Robinson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for a 1st and 10.
Giants, 1st down.
They'll look to throw again. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. The Giants can call their 3rd and final timeout, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half.
46-yard line.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw yet again. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Here comes 3rd and 6. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. So we are at halftime. Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
Third quarter begins with a run. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Right back to him on first down. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run, there's no holes for the back to find, and all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots. I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
And he will go all the way. Jalen Waddle, touchdown Shamrocks. That is second TD catch of the season. Third down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
And he will get in for the two. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This is going to be taken in at the 3. Nice job by the return team as he takes us across the 30-yard line.
31-yard line.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
This is a great example, Mike, of playing zone defense at a high level. They're trying to threaten him. They're trying to put two guys in his zone and see which guy he's going to choose. In this case, they try to out-leverage him into the flat. He's not having it. He brings him down for no gain.
They'll look to throw. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. Pick up of 11 yards on that one. That's good for a Giants first down. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
46-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Here's a third down and 4. Now they'll set up to throw. That's going to be intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
You know, Mike, what I think is interesting is we had a chance to sit down with this young player this week leading up to today's game, and it kind of felt to both of us that he had a little bit of a chip on his shoulder. He fell to the second round on draft night. In his mind, he thought he was a first rounder. But I'll tell you what, whatever round he was drafted in, if he keeps making plays like this, there's going to be a lot of teams who are going to be kicking themselves for skipping over him on draft night.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 9. A handoff as they try to run it here. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
He was taken down.
What you see there is really the key to a good free safety blitz. Time the snap so that the offense cannot determine that you're rushing. It's exactly what happened here. He's able to bring the ball carrier down for a loss.
They'll try to get this one on the ground.
You can always tell what a team's decision will be on 4th down, like based on what they do on 3rd down. In this case, unfortunately, they didn't get enough yards on the ground to make that 4th down more manageable. So I think they have to reconsider whether they go for it here.
On 4th down, they'll send in the field goal unit. They'll spot this at their own 48, meaning this is a 62-yard attempt. That one's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. In this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him. So I think as they continue to have success on the ground like they did here, we're going to see them continue to lean towards that ground game, force the defense to come up, sell out, take it away, and then there's all sorts of options downfield in the passing game.
3rd and 2. Here we go. Receiver in motion, going right. Now on 3rd and 2. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
7 yards.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Taken at the 19. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And they'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He's brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. Now a handoff, running right. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage.
You can tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and come back. but the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go. They make a big stop for no gain.
Third down, they need 5. Back to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Deontay Banks, the former first-round pick, in from his corner spot to make the sack.
Formation.
This is taken at his own 30. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game. And you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
They'll give on the ground, and they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give them 14 on that one. First down, Giants.
A couple of explosive runs here to start the drive, and now you got to ask yourself, what's the counterpunch? I think as this defense continues to pack themselves in tight, this is a prime opportunity to try to take a big shot downfield.
And he's able to push his way forward, a gain of about 2. It'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now this time they'll look to throw. His throw left side is complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a 1st down.
Great play design here, Mike. The formation allows them to spread the defense out from sideline to sideline. Then snap the ball into the hands of your quarterback, find some daylight, and pick up the 1st down.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. 4th quarter begins on the ground. And he's in! Touchdown, Giants. A 3-touchdown game for him. That's now 5 on the year. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. The return starts from the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
Down and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. That's good for a Giants first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like the way they're super conserved. Just handoff right, handoff left. And it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will score again. Touchdown, Giants. What a night he's having. That's 4 touchdowns in this game alone. Point after, coming up here. It's up and good. And the Giants will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
17.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
They'll go with a counter on first down, and they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and it'll bring up second down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
To the outside, he's got Waddle. And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds. It'll set up third down.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Third down, we'll try to get it on the ground. And that'll move the sticks. That's a first down. Down to the 45-yard line.
And the ability to continue to sustain these drives and maintain possession, these third downs are so critical, Mike, because every time an offensive play caller gets a fresh set of downs to work with, there's just more opportunities to continue to try to strike deep and go to score. And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. He'll drop the throw. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A pickup of 12 yards. And that will be a first down.
At the 32-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and The age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yardage, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7. I'll run up the middle with Barkley. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll run the toss to Barkley. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up. So now, a big spot coming here. This to get back to a 1-possession game. His kick is good. He got it. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. So the field goal makes it a 1-score game here in the 4th quarter as they kick it away. This taken at the 5. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
They're on the 29-yard line.
Damn, I miss you, Justin. Sending love from my bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a 1st down.
There's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
On the give, this is Harvey. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A gain there of 11. 1st down, Giants.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up 1st downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4. A run with Harvey. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have to to eat this one, and down he goes. Nick Bosa, he's in there to drop him, and it leads to 4th down. So now, out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one's running out of steam. Not enough leg to get there. No good. And they will not be able to make this a 2-possession game. Here is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Sending it deep for Waddle. To the goal line and in. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Dublin. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening.
What a finish there to get the touchdown, but of course the job's not done, and this is where the defense needs to regroup, Mike. It's one thing to give up the touchdown, but now you're still one stop away from being the hero. They got to dial in, get their best defense call, and somehow find a way to keep them at the end zone. Mike, we hear it so often when a team trails by 8. Oh, this is only a 1-score game. That's not always the case. It's dependent upon getting that 2-point conversion. So here you go. You fail, they got to find a way to get the ball back and score again.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
All right, so you take your shot, you don't get it. But now your defense has to save the day. You've got all 3 timeouts. You've got to get a stop here. Force them to punt the ball back and give your offense a chance to win the game.
Here's Harvey. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway. And he's taken down. Now a 2nd timeout called by the defense. Talk things over before 3rd down.
And now I live it. Ain't it a gift to know it's God-given? I'm not gonna waste it. Stop wasting your breath. Stop speaking in whispers. Say that with your chest.
In motion, it's Robinson. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Now this defense will use a 3rd and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So a road win here for the Giants. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They're off to a 3-0 start.